Apparently there's this question that's designed to give you a peek.
25% of your weight goes on one foot and then it comes back
to show you food that you can buy.
Here's a crazy story about how powerful the lyrics of a song or
Page 134 of Project 2025 states that all students who attend public schools are required to take the military entrance exam. Just public schools, not private schools. Go look.
They're taking our children, can't you tell? Oh my god, it's starting already. We're gonna have to stop asking for birth certificates. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. We got even more creepy, strange, disturbing, all the things. We're gonna get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
You're not remembering your dreams because your head's not pointing south. Sorry for all the background noise. I've got laundry going, I'm making lunch, Mojave's watching her show. But I really wanted to stop and talk to you about this for a second. In many ancient cultures, such as in China or India, there is a lot of great belief around the position of your head when you sleep. So when I tell you that I've moved here into the mountains, elevated 8,000 feet in the Colorado Rockies, my dreams have been consistent every single night. And why? Well, it might have something to do with the altitude, sure. But pointing your head south in India, for example, is good for aligning with the Earth's magnetic field, and it promotes health and overall well-being. In Feng Shui, for example, the direction that you place your head when you sleep can influence your overall mood, your energy levels, and your well-being. So I think that there's another aspect and key component to this that people aren't talking about, and that's dream recall. So if you're going to reposition your bed, point it south, and then come back to this video after you've saved it and tell me if your dreams are becoming much more clear than they were before. I can't wait to hear from you.
Yo, everyone's got a direction. For some people it's south, for others it's north. You figure out which direction works best for you, and maybe you go the feng shui way and just go south. It's all up to you. You do you, boo. You do you.
This is what you get at Walmart, okay? This is the cheap stuff. Totally clear. This is the super duper expensive stuff. Clinical grade. Still completely clear. So, there's a reason it's cheap. This is what mine looks like after it's been diluted. It's that dark after it's already been diluted. Like, the original stuff is wicked dark. So, this is how you can tell that is some real witch hazel extract. And in case you're wondering, yes, I wash my face with that witch hazel extract, the one that I make myself every single day, a couple times a day, and it works phenomenally.
Okay, good to know. I've never had to use witch hazel, but I guess it's better to make your own rather than use the store-bought kind. I feel like that's true for a lot of things.
here's a crazy story about how powerful the lyrics of a song or even just words are. A few years back, I was preparing a concert for the summer solstice, which is a huge pagan holiday here in the Nordic countries. This day symbolizes the full power of the sun, the light, the fire. So I wanted to write a special song about the element of the fire. And I wrote it using the ancient Estonian principle of loits, which basically means a song with an intention. Most cultures back in the day knew how powerful that stuff was, so they had different songs for celebrating, for manifesting, etc. So as I'm writing this song about the birth of a spark, how it transforms into this big fire that changes you, that cleanses you, I'm dancing, I'm chanting, I'm crying. All of a sudden, I saw smoke coming from the forest. So I had set the forest on fire with a song, and we barely managed to put it out. That's when I realized this stuff is real. Words are spells, and if you add movement to it, if you add real emotion to it, it's amplified. So I've created a whole EP of songs that are actually modern day spells designed to heal you and to connect you to your power and magic.
Yo, I really hope we can hear that music background and she doesn't claim it because her motives are different. She wants the money, not the spells. Regardless, are you really selling me music, or is there something else being sold here? Something feels a little off here. All right, we're going to keep it going.
85% of your weight goes on one foot, and then it comes back over here to the other side. The eyes are on the horizon, so the twist goes into my cervical unit. This moves every joint in the human body. It harmonizes the biological oscillators, the mind, the heart, and gut, so we can move forward as one. We're not all disjointed thinking, what about this? Trying to digest a meal, running upstairs, and our heart's beating. Things are all out of whack. This harmonizes the whole body-mind structure. Moves the interstitial fluid. It moves the cerebral spinal fluid. It's excellent for lymph flow, blood flow, and ultimately chi flow, because this is a qi gong energy cultivation practice. Close your eyes, turn it into a movement meditation, and watch your neck pain and back pain be obliterated. Like water on granite, it will dissolve stone. Get out there and lubricate your tissues to relieve your psychological issues. God bless.
Bro, is this like the new form of rebounding? I feel like this way much better. This way much better. But rebounding's the thing. Barbara O'Neill, don't come after me. Don't come after me. He's just telling us to move, right? Just exercise.
I am so thankful for this log right here. Let me show you why. This big fallen tree here is going to become a nursery log, and it's already started. Look at these beautiful guys right here. Oh, I love them. And that's not all. Look at the turkey tails. Look at all this medicine. I've already harvested from this once, but like I said, we only take 10-20% of what's there. So I'm going to leave all of this to spore and mature. But how exciting is this? Turkey tails are such an incredibly important medicine. As a tea, they really support a healthy immune system. As a powdered supplement or as a tincture, they're amazing for people who are battling certain types of cancer. And that's because by supporting your immune system, they give you the strength you need to get through something like chemotherapy. If you don't live near a forest or aren't lucky enough to find a log like this and you think this is a medicine for you, check out witchbetty.com.
I've been to the woods one time before, looking at all kinds of mushrooms, deciding whether I should eat them or not, end up chickening out and don't get any mushrooms and just leave. Hey, this lady looks like she knows the way. Maybe. Let's keep it going.
The rest of September and October are slated to be the most accelerated, compressed moment of human consciousness expansion that there has ever been. So things are going to look very different in a couple of months than they do now. Structurally, the matrix is falling apart. Those of you who are sitting in your awareness, you understand that you're going to be able to basically sit in your awareness and watch these events unfold and be pretty much unscathed from what's going on. And so my advice to you is to continue to shine your light. Know that not everyone will actually ascend, that it is not necessarily in their soul contract to ascend, that some people, for the lessons that continuing on in the third density will give them, have chosen to stay there. So you trying to drag people along with you right now who are not ready to wake up is not advised, not necessary. Everyone has their own plan. And so hang on to your hats, make sure you're grounding, make sure you are feeling into these amazing energies that are available right now. I've had full body bliss, like riding waves of bliss, and it's magnificent. And I think that we're entering into exactly what we came, and I couldn't be more excited. I love you all so much.
We love you back. All right, good to know. We're all gonna transcend. We're goons. We're all gonna transcend. Don't you worry.
So you just found out that you've been sticking a lead and arsenic soaked popsicle up your vagina for years, decades maybe. Endometriosis, PCOS, ovarian cysts, infertility, hormonal imbalance, cancer in the reproductive system. Wait till you find out about birth control. It's almost as if they intentionally wanted to disrupt a woman's natural rhythm and connection to Mother Gaia, to this universe. It's almost as if they know how powerful it is to be a woman, to have a womb in your being, a portal of creation between your legs. The creators of this universe. It's almost as if they know that if every woman knew how powerful they actually were, that they could change the entire fabric of this place that we call Earth, just by being and believing in your own power, and that they'll do anything and everything to prevent that from happening. The same system that convinced women that they need to butcher themselves surgically in order to be desirable. The same system that conditioned women to believe that men are designed or even capable of leading. The same system that changed our calendar. The same system that owns all the farmland. The same system that's in charge of big pharma. The same system that built the education system. The same system that made you believe that the Messiah is outside of you. The same system that suppresses the most.
Wow, this lady has recently woken up and she's starting to realize the systems are all against us. We are the goons. We're going to do the betterment. We're going to make those educational decisions. Oh my God, appreciate all the women in your life. Trust me. Trust me, they're doing the thing.
The dark truths about the entertainment industry are finally coming out, but conspiracy theorists have known about it for a really long fucking time. I know people are surprised because it's hard to believe that there can be such dark and twisted things that go on and people have no idea. It's hard to believe that this world on the surface looks so innocent, playful, friendly, but that behind closed doors, behind the scenes, it is the most fucking twisted shit you will ever hear about. Unfortunately, I cannot say everything I would like to say about this topic because my video will get taken down. That is just the truth of how things are right now. But yes, these entertainment industries are controlled by a lot of dark and evil things. The actors, the entertainers are literally just puppets. Most of them are not even alive anymore. They are just clones. To be a part of this business, you have to sell yourself. Literally. And unfortunately, the ones in control are very interested in children. It is very disgusting, and like there's stuff I can't even come up with this stuff. It's like, what? But it is absolutely dark, absolutely evil, absolutely sadistic, and just the best word for it is twisted. I hope you guys are ready because more of this stuff will be coming out because this is the truth, and we are getting so close to full disclosure and revelation of everything that has been hidden away from the population, of everything that has been happening behind closed doors, of this whole control and enslavement, and it goes so fucking far down the rabbit hole. Get ready because these are the times we're in. If you are going through this process of overwhelm and confusion and you don't know how to exist in a world that is so dark and you didn't even see it before, I highly suggest you check out my ebook, How to Not Lose Your Shit After Unplugging from the Matrix, because it will 100% calm you down. I believe it will provide you with such a great sense of peace of mind. You're gonna be extremely grateful you invested in this. I feel like everyone should read that at this point. Just like, get ready, warm it up. Anyways, I love you guys, and yeehaw.
Hey, you don't do the spiraling. Let me spiral for you. You just do the watching. Just keep watching. Yeah, very interesting. In this video, she plugged in her ebook again. Some videos, she doesn't plug in her ebook. I'm sure her ebook is very great. But with all the information she puts out, do we even need the book?
I mean, it goes back to Greece. They would be done eating by 2 or 3 o'clock. They'd have a breakfast before they went out. They'd come home and shower, eat their large meal, and then they would be done. And that goes back to humans following their natural circadian biology and rhythm when we lived at one with Earth. And then we went through the Industrial Revolution, where the guys were going off and working in these big plants and factories, and the moms would cook dinner for the family. And they would all sit around very late and eat. And that's where we got dinner, was our 9 to 5 work schedule. But ultimately, with circadian rhythm, the way our hormones are lined up, we should be eating our largest meal around 2 o'clock. That should be our largest meal. And kids do that. If you watch little kids, they will eat just like that. They're hungry at the exact right times, and then they don't want to eat at the exact right times. And we impose our schedule on our kids. And it's just this stupid freaking conditioning that we live in as Americans. It all goes back to the Industrial Revolution.
Yo, that is crazy. She's right. Even Kyra, my own child, only eats more in the afternoon rather than at dinner time. Dinner time, she's barely in. She don't even want to eat half the time. But during lunchtime, she always eats.
Every single man on this planet, and it's something that we all should be doing. And you're not going to believe this, and I'm going to say it right now. Every man on the planet needs to take a pregnancy test once a year. This sounds crazy, right? Well, check this out.
So this is actually true. Certain types of testicular cancer can produce a marker called beta-HCG, which just happens to be the same marker that we use to detect pregnancy.
Oh, wow. I did not even know that. All right, so start getting those dollar pregnancy tests and start peeing on them, men. Hey, it's for your own health. Worried about your health, all right? Do the things.
You only have to rebound for 1 minute in the morning to get that lymphatic system activated for the whole day. I think every home should have one of the rebounders. I've come to the conclusion that people age because they stop jumping. Now, why is the rebounder the most powerful form of exercise there is? Strength comes from one activity and one activity alone, and that is defying gravity. 3 forces come together with the rebounding. Defying gravity, acceleration. So when you're leaping off the mat up into the air, you're accelerating. And then just as you get to the top of your jump, you experience deceleration. There is not a cell in the body that is not affected.
Yeah, very interesting. Good to know about the rebounding. I guess rebounding is just trampoline, right? Rebounder is a trampoline. That's what it's called. Trampoline. Quite interesting. I guess I need to start doing this if I can find a trampoline that can hold my weight. I'm quite a heavy boy. I'm a heavy boy.
Sunglasses are not good for eyes. You see, your eyes are an extension of your brain. If we go outside on a hot sunny day, the strength of the sun is being monitored by the eyes and the message is sent to the brain. And when the sun is very hot and very strong, it gives a message to the skin to close up little receptor sites so you don't burn so easily. But if you go out into hot sun with sunglasses on, you can burn a lot easy because your brain didn't get the message that the sun's hot to close the little receptor sites. Now, if someone's going to be driving in the city all day, sunglasses can certainly help. And if someone's going to go skiing, white snow, blue sky, strong sun, they will need sunglasses because the glare from that snow can burn their eyes. Support me by pressing follow button.
Yeah, so just wear your sunglasses when you really need to, not just all the time because they look cool. You stop it. You already look cool without the sunglasses. That's just in your own mind. You don't need the sunglasses to look cool. Oh, you don't want where people are... Okay, I see. You stop it. Stop looking at weird things behind those sunglasses. Just be normal. All right, we're going to keep it going. Hey, did I forget to check in with the goons and say, hey, did you interact with the video? You stop it. We've already way past the halfway point. Did you interact with the video? TV gang? Come on, don't let me down. You're now letting me down. It says the TV gang no longer interacting. Let's get back on the bandwagon and start interacting, please. We're getting you out so many videos. Don't you want to interact? Don't you want to do good karma? This is the first step. We're going to keep it going.
All right, we're going to a national brand to show you food that you can buy that is not bioengineered. So these are non-bioengineered food ingredients, okay? So we're going to put that in a basket. These, even though they are cheap, these contain a bioengineered food ingredient. So you want to put that back. That's not real food. That's Play-Doh. So for any type of long grain rice is not bioengineered, but you do need to soak it to get all the dirt and filth off of it. All right, moms, Chef Boyardee is not bioengineered, but the other brand, this is bioengineered. These are bioengineered, so try to avoid those for your kids. All right, moms, this is absolutely positively not bioengineered. Actually, just a key takeaway, when you see this company, this brand, all of their products are not bioengineered. This is a brand that we can trust. You're welcome. Don't feel like making dinner? Moms, this is not bioengineered.
Watch out, guys.
Non-bioengineered food ingredients. But all of those are bioengineered. Anything that says Captain Crunch is safe. It is not bioengineered. This is a new kind, so the kids want this. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch, all the rest of these cereals are all bioengineered. So if you want crackers, these Triscuits are not bioengineered. But most of the rest of these are all bioengineered. I know it's so disappointing. I love Ritz, but it's not real. Club Crackers, not real. Townhouse, not real. Chicken and biscuits, I don't know what that is. All of this stuff is all bioengineered. It's not real food, guys. Don't give it to your kids. I can't tell you what to buy, but this is a warning.
Man, all the food is just fake. All the food is Play-Doh. Hey, make sure you read the labels in case you're trying to eat better. If not, hey, you're a cockroach just like me. We're gonna live no matter what. We're gonna keep surviving. They can't kill us all.
All right, so this was me in the beginning of making new friendships, and then this was me years into those friendships. I'm not gonna get into how fake and awkward these friendships were, but I am gonna explain to you how this happens. I do wanna say that I am clairsentient, but I did not know that in that phase of my life. People that are clairsentient intuitively feel, they tend to absorb the energy around them. During that time, I really thought I was just struggling with depression, but it was because I was absorbing the energy from these people and my environment. And that can literally be so physically and emotionally draining, and it most certainly was. When it comes to people with clairsentient or empaths, we tend to unconsciously give way more energy than the average human when it comes to any interaction or whatever you're doing. And without proper energetic boundaries, you can literally make yourself so physically sick. And that was exactly what was happening to me. That's why I looked like that. When you hang out with low vibrational people, you become low vibrational as well, which then impacts your physical health, making you less radiant. Really, I can see someone's vibration in their skin. I also was very blocked at this time. I had no inner guidance. It was almost like I was living in a dark room with no windows, no doors, no light, no nothing. I was just existing. But I also want to point out in this picture, as you can tell, I have literally no hair. I was constantly taking my depression out on my hair. I was bleaching it, cutting it, doesn't matter. I was getting completely manic about my hair in that time of my life. This was my body literally desiring change and wanting a fresh start. Our hair holds energy, and my body was doing its best to get my attention to freaking purge it because it needed to be let out. And it doesn't have to be your hair. It could literally be anything on yourself that you get an unhealthy obsession with. This is you subconsciously craving change. Or it could just be something deeper that needs attention. I've learned that whenever I start to feel this type of way about my hair, I want to start doing something to my hair, I really pay attention to my environment, who's in it, etc., etc. And this happened to me again, and I was at a new job. I quit that job because you're not about to make me lose my mind. Pay close attention to your environment and the people that are around you. Changes in your physical or mental health could be due to your environment. I also want to say that not all your feelings that you experience are yours. And I know people are going to say that's not true, but it's true. Please be mindful of your environment, and I want you to know that nobody is worth becoming physically ill.
Man, it sounds like this lady was an empath and was acting on feelings that weren't hers, and now she's realized and now she's better. I'm so glad to hear. Man, that picture really your friends make you fat? Is that what she's trying to say? You stop it. Stop it. I was already fat before the friends. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, I discovered the power of non-resistant thought. What do you mean? I just started reaching for thoughts that felt better until I just sort of got hooked on them. And then I did something really powerful. I quieted my mind completely. It's the only way I could really stop the resistance. And then when the new thoughts started coming, they were pure and they were powerful and they were love and they were clarity and they were impulse. And then ideas started to flow and timing started to happen. I started being in the right place at the right time. You ready to deal with that? People aren't going to like you much. You're going to be happy in a world that is so full of hatred and complaint that you're going to look like you're from another planet. What's wrong with that person? They must have something wrong with them.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with us goons. We're just trying to live. You stop it. You stop it.
Hey there, I've got a universal energy update. Right now, this week specifically, there is a big push towards coming together. What that means is that there are going to be all kinds of circumstances, events, and things that bring people together. At the same time, you're going to see a big uprising in any of the patterns that are preventing that coming together, most especially people occupying their own reality. When we are convinced of our own reality, we live in a kind of a narcissistic bubble where everything is just something that we use, everything we experience is something that we use to confirm our own sense of what is real and what is right and what is good. This is very dangerous because it means that we won't allow anything that is contrary to what we already believe or what reality we want to see penetrate into our perception. Now that means that we can't be fully in reality, and therefore we can't be in power, because we can only truly be in power when we are acting according to the reality. So right now we are being called in a very, very deep way to break out of our bubble realities. That means no using denial, and that most especially means accommodating other people's realities. So the thing that we want to lead with this week is understanding. Whenever we encounter somebody else, especially if they have a different way of living or feeling or thinking or a different perception of what is right and good or real, what we need to do is to try first and foremost to understand them completely, to understand their reality completely, to understand why they think the way they think, why they feel the way they feel, and to dive as deep as we can into that perception, not to try to get them to join ours first. It's really hard to do, especially when it feels like you're getting hurt by somebody else, but that is what we are being called to do this week. You heard it from me. It is all about breaking out of this narcissistic bubble that we are keeping ourselves in, and it is all about coming together. Oh, in the same vein as this coming together thing, if any of you would like to throw parties this week, or do other gatherings where people are coming together, or even with other beings, it doesn't even need to be people, a coming together with other beings, animals, plants, minerals, you name it. Preferably people, though. Why? Because so many of you, they just got excited at me saying that, are using your connection with other beings to avoid people because you've had such negative experiences with them in the past. So create those gatherings. Be on the side of this current of coming together, and you will have a much better week. Have a good week.
All right, very interesting. I'm ready for the goon party. Which goon is going to throw the party? Let me know the details. We'll show up. Maybe. All right, good to know. This week's going to be interesting, they say.
That's designed to give you a peek into your own subconscious mind. Even though the question seems random, no matter who you ask, they will automatically know their answer to it for some reason. All right, here's the question. What day of the week are you? Apparently, no matter who you ask, even though the question seems random, they will know what day of the week they are. And apparently, people who identify as the same day will also share the same habits and perspectives. All right, so here's what your day of the week says about you, apparently. Monday people are determined, ambitious, and resilient. They have a strong sense of purpose, but they also struggle with knowing when to stop working. Tuesday people are energetic, productive, and driven. They might struggle with fear of failure or fear of missing out. Wednesday people are supposedly balanced, reflective, and adaptable, but apparently they hate being the center of attention. Thursdays, optimistic, forward-thinking, social, positive thinkers who are always thinking about the future. Friday people are joyful, sociable, and relaxed. Fridays are the type of people that actually have fun at their jobs. Saturdays are free-spirited, adventurous, and leisurely. Saturday people light up the room when they walk in it. And lastly, Sunday people are reflective, peaceful, and restorative. People who identify with Sunday might perceive themselves as calm and contemplative. Get in the comments and let me know what you think about this weekday theory. And like I said, send this to someone who knows you really well. Watch, they will know what day of the week you are for some reason.
I wonder what my wife would say what day of the week I am. I felt like I was Friday and Saturday when she first asked the question. Now I've heard the description. I'm leaning towards Saturday still. All right, very, very interesting. Goons, how'd you do? What day of the week are you? Okay, interesting. Do the things line up with what day you feel you are? Are you the things that she says that you are? Interesting. Well, you made it to the end. There should be videos on the screen now. Click on either one of them. Continue the Goon Fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wake up, wake up, wake